Alright, how are we doing tonight? Holy shit. I'll be honest with you, I'm feeling just a little bit, meh. I think it's just too hot in here. Let's go ahead and kill the music. And we're gonna hop over here. Hi, Evan. I'm glad you're here. Okay. So, here's the dealio. Due to some technical issues, I'm going to be streaming the game in full screen. So, I may be a little slow to react to chat because I'm having to do it on my phone. Alright, here we go. Firing the game up. Let's ignore that. And away we go. It does that. Blame Steam. Ah, doesn't that look nice? Alright. Here we go. Let's start with the training. Because that's always fun to do.
I figured you'd be sick of drills by now. Hopefully our training exercises will be more interesting than what they've had you doing at the academy.
Alright, so we're getting a good picture, we're getting a good sound.
The right mouse button. The right button uses items in the world.
Hi, Star.
The key on the desk opens encryption-based nanotech locks. When you pick it up, it will automatically be added to your keyring. Use the keyring to unlock the door and proceed to the next area.
Let me make sure we're getting a good picture. Okay. Dang it. There we go.
You're going to get a lot of equipment during these exercises. Press F1 at any time to access the inventory screen, which will let you add and remove items from the tool belt. Press F2 to view your current goals and any notes you may decide to take. On a typical mission, a UNATCO agent's objectives are logged electronically so that he can stay on task at all times.
Get some water.
Now pick up a weapon and try to break open those crates. One of them's indestructible, but the others contain things you might find useful.
Crowbar. Smashy, smashy.
Now pick up the lockpick and use it to open the door. Lockpicking takes time and expends the self-assembling resources of modern lockpicks. Just be patient and remember your training. At higher skill levels, you won't need as much time or lockpick resources to pick a lock.
So it's not like,
Doors have
in
two
these where
strength
you come with
values.
your own
The door strength
lockpicks.
tells you how much damage the door takes before being destroyed. The lock strength tells you how many lockpicks will be required to pick the lock. Some doors have an infinite strength and an infinite lock strength. That means you have to find a key. The code to the door has been stored in that data cube. Right-click on the data cube to read the contents, then type the code into the keypad. You activate the keypad with the right mouse button, just like you activate a data cube or any object in the world.
We'll make this one easy for you. To open the door, use the code 0012. Got it, hung. Now here's the fun thing. Since my keyboard has a numpad, I can just type it in. There we go.
Use the disposable multi-tools on the table to hack the keypad up ahead. A multi-tool's resources are finite. When a tool is depleted, it becomes useless. The manual describes other uses for the multi-tool. At higher skill levels, you'll need less time and multi-tool resources to hack a given device.
Okay, so let's see what the manual says. A multi-tool is not really a tool at all, not in the usual sense of the word, but a disposable electronic device that utilizes electromagnetic resonance detection and frequency modulation to dynamically alter the flow of current through almost any non-hardened circuitry. Skilled agents can use the multi-tool to manipulate code locks, cameras, autogun turrets, alarms, or other security elements. Note that multi-tool cannot be used for computer information extraction. See Section 5A, hacking. Almost done, but one quick note. I'm not exactly the expert on this sort of thing, so that you'll have to check in with Sam Carter when you get to Liberty Island. But remember that there's any number of ways to open the door, including using explosives or finding a security computer. Okay. There we go.
I'm here to pick up all munitions and equipment. Thanks for the cooperation, Agent.
Lying in front of you is a brave cadet who volunteered to be rendered unconscious for this next training exercise. Highlight and search him to find the key to the medical room. Afterward, pick up his body and place it on the medical table so that one of my aides can revive him once the exercise is over.
Okay. Okay, so I got a key.
Good work. I'll get someone down there immediately to revive Private Winslow. Move on to the next area. You can bet this won't be the last time we send you into a dark room. Turn on your light augmentation and find the exit on the other side. Just press F12 by default.
My vision is augmented.
You're not a mech, but you're enough of a machine to need repair bots now and then. If you used up some bioelectric energy getting through the dark area, for example, this contraption can charge you back up. Congratulations, you completed Phase 1. Move over the ramp into the next rooms to begin learning movement skills. We'll be watching you through the cameras, like the one you can see up in the corner. In the field, remember that terrorists sometimes use cameras like this in their security grids to set off alarms and alert guards to your location. Jump across the platforms. You'll have to crouch to get under those pipes. If you fall, use the stairs to begin again.
There we go. Let me turn up the brightness just a little bit. There we go. That might be a little too bright, but oh well.
You need to go through the door up ahead, but it's blocked. Those wooden crates are too big to jump and too heavy to lift, so use the metal crates near the wall to build steps. To pick up a crate, walk up to it so that it highlights, then click the right mouse button. To drop something you're holding, you can press the tab key by default.
tab, really.
Now, go up the ladder at the other end of the room. By default, you look up and use the arrow keys to climb.
Shows how old this game is. Some of the default keys are just strange. Oh god, this part.
We get some complaints about this swimming obstacle because the water's contaminated. Recruits forget to grab the hazmat suit and end up in my office. Not pretty. Or they forget that they have to put the suit on by selecting it and pressing the left mouse button. Remember that the hazmat is disposable. You can wear it only once, and it operates only for a fixed duration. Use the ramp on the other side of the pool to climb out. These medical boots, normally used for quick healing, are of particular interest to UJC because you need a bot's help to install new augmentations. If you took any damage during the swim, now's a good time to get patched up.
Hand in your equipment. That's right. No cheating.
So it takes a ton to turn off. Okay. The weird thing is that it does default to WASD, but all the other controls are weird.
I am Günther Hermann, and I will be
Oh, this
monitoring
guy.
your progress here. We will start with weapon familiarization. Your first exercise will be to learn a little about aiming and targeting. Step up to the shooting range to the west. The targets are released by using the buttons on the counter. Release the first target and take a few shots with one of the pistols until it is destroyed. Notice the targeting reticle appears when you aim at a target.
Okay. Alright, I guess,
Good. If you hold your aim for a few seconds before firing, you will notice the reticle starts out wide and tightens as you hold. The longer you aim at the target without moving, the greater your accuracy will become. Release the second target and aim before shooting this time.
I guess I gotta do this one.
Good work. Now proceed to the next area.
I'm here to pick up all munitions and equipment. Thanks for the cooperation, Agent.
This is a rifle range. Here, you will learn one of the ways skill level makes a difference in your accuracy. Step up to the shooting range. The targets are released using the buttons on the counter. Release the first target and destroy it with the rifle. Use the rifle scope by pressing the left bracket key to turn the scope on.
Alright.
Excellent. Now we are going to raise your skill with rifles to master level. Release the second target and destroy it.
Alright.
Good work. As you can see, higher skills give you better range, accuracy, and effectiveness. Proceed to the next area when you are ready.
Hand in your equipment. That's right. No cheating.
This is the demolitions training area. First First, you will learn to use the lamp as a proximity mine. Approach the bay window and you will see a lamp placed on the target board on the black and red wall.
Okay.
Press the first button next to the window and a security bot will be released. Watch as he nears the lamp. Lamps placed on the walls are proximity triggered. This time you will place your own lamp. Take a lamp from the munitions bay and proceed to the red and black wall below.
Lightweight attack munition.
Get as close to the wall as possible when you place the lamp. If you aren't close enough, the lamp will fall to the ground and detonate.
Time to go. And now...
Very good, Agent Denton. You may proceed to the next area for more demolitions training.
I guess I'll go this way.
You'll need a few extra lamps for the demolitions area. Here, catch.
Okay.
Next, you will need to breach the doors in the hallway. Throw a lamp down to the end of the hall. Once it blows, proceed down the corridor. Notice how the wooden door was destroyed and the metal and barred doors remained. Remember this for future reference. Beyond the destroyed door, you can see a damaged piece of wall. You can also breach with a lamp. Try that now. Excellent. Notice that the wall is opened. Look for other weakened walls such as this, and your lamp and other explosives will allow you to breach them. Continue through that breach and on to the next section.
Gotta start the next section without arms or tools. Rules are rules.
The area beyond the door is the grenade defusing facility. Here you will learn how to remove planted explosive devices. At each of the corners of this area, you will find a lamp planted on the wall. You must disarm and remove all 4 lamps before you can proceed to the next section of training. You will need to move up to the lamp quickly and defuse it by right-clicking. A second right-click will remove the lamp from the wall.
There we go.
A word of
I'm
warning,
hard
Agent
6
Denton.
now.
This was a simulated experience. Real lamps will not be so forgiving. You may proceed to the next area.
Okay.
Gotta start the next section without arms or tools. Rules are rules.
Did you get that from your buddy down the hall?
Now you will learn to move quietly and conceal yourself so that you will be able to avoid a confrontation altogether. The test is simple. Get to the far north door without being spotted by the guards below. If one of them sees you, he will sound an alarm and lock the door.
Stealth is a vital component of all UNOC cooperation. When implemented correctly, stealth missions result in the lowest possible ratio of agent and civilian casualties to hostile losses. Situational awareness is key, and agents should not only be familiar with the tactical opportunities offered by their immediate environment, but how those opportunities can be exploited to their advantage with the appropriate equipment. Tech goggles allow agents to operate in low-light environments such as offices or labs, where illumination might otherwise attract attention. With binoculars, an agent can survey an opponent's disposition and determine the best way to evade or eliminate the defensive. A rifle or crossbow equipped with scope and silencing modifications can be used to interact targets from a considerable distance, significantly compromising hostile resistance. Other features of the environment can also be used by an agent to enhance their ability to operate covertly or to create useful distractions. Disabling security cameras, subverting auto guns, and reprogramming bots are all viable tactics employed by experienced agents in the field. Is that my...
Remember, don't let the guards see you. Use the crates for cover and crouch when you move.
Let's see. Controls, toggle crowd. Yeah, there we go. Wait for him to leave.
The guards can be distracted. Pick up and throw an object near them, and they will go investigate the noise. Bottles, plants, flasks, many things will work. Always remember the 4 basic tactics to avoid detection. Crouch behind concealment. Stay behind enemies. Move slowly to avoid making noise. And use shadows to conceal yourself. Be alert to every possibility. Very good. I hope you remember this lesson, Agent. They have assigned us to be partners, and I will not stop to hold your hand and repeat myself when we are facing a real enemy.
Now for the last test. You have to find a way across the river to the exit on the other side. There's more than one way to get there, depending on your approach and the skills you want to use. It's up to you. Make use of the IFF system to identify enemies. The crosshairs will highlight red over enemies, green over allies, and white over neutrals.
Okay. That's not good. Let's see here. I need to find a multi-tool. Alternately, I can just eat this in here, or Dagnabbit. Oh, that's not gonna work, is it? Crap. Okay, he's moving away. Let's see what's over here. Ah. There we go, multi-tool. How can use the... Okay, he's leaving. There it goes. And we did it.
Step up to each hologram for more info. When you're through, go out the opposite door. A deployment of UNATCO troopers is the central component of all UN peacekeeping occupations. The NSF, the biggest terrorist threat in the US. This national militia group thinks it is fighting the Second American Revolution.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Thank you for the subscription, sir.
This Page Industries walking turret, marketed to governments worldwide, is the workhorse of most national military forces. Due to the heavy armor, they take little damage from ordinary bullets. If you come up against a bot, you should use an EMP grenade, scrambler grenade, or some kind of explosive. An inexpensive security bot, a favorite of third world countries and corporate security divisions. Not so mobile, but don't be fooled. We've lost plenty of agents to its well-armored assault gun. Like other bots, it's difficult to damage with ordinary bullets.
Alright. Let's see.
This is the old augmentation technology, hopefully about to be phased out. Notice the reliance on electronics and servo mechanics, a maintenance nightmare. If I had 2 credits for every repair manual that made me file in my office in the med lab. The Coalition's new nano-augmented agents are nearly indistinguishable from the general population, except that you and your brother don't know how to smile, even for a picture.
Alright, we're not done here yet though. Check it. See this little bird? I'm sure you noticed it.
Step over to the communicator. There's someone who wants to talk to you.
Manderley likes to hear which agents find this area. They're usually the ones who take terrorists by surprise in the field. Your brother Paul, for instance. All right, carry on. Don't let it go to your head.
Alright. We're done here, so let's move on.
Sufficiently impressive. An early success for the whole organization.
Thanks. You from the United Nations?
Your augmentations are a go. The real test comes next. Active duty.
I'm ready, sir.
Yes. Yes, you are.
And that's the end of that. Alright! We should probably play the intro. Although I think it plays automatically, so let's... So you get to pick your appearance here. But the default is this guy. Alright, let's see what we have here.
Your appointment to FEMA should be finalized within the week. I've already discussed the matter with the senator.
I take it he was agreeable?
He didn't really have a choice.
Has he been infected?
Oh yes, most certainly. When I mentioned that we could put him on the priority list for the ambrosia vaccine, he was so willing it was almost pathetic.
This plague, the rioting is intensifying to the point where we may not be able to contain it.
Why contain it? Let it spill over into the schools and churches. Let the bodies pile up in the streets. In the end, they'll beg us to save them.
I've received reports of armed attacks on shipments. There's not enough vaccine to go around, and the underclasses are starting to get desperate.
Of course they're desperate. They can smell their death, and the sound they'll make rattling their cage will serve as a warning to the rest.
I hope you're not underestimating the problem. The others may not go as quietly as you think. Intelligence indicates they're behind the problems in Paris.
A bunch of pretentious old men playing at running the world. But the world left them behind long ago. We are the future.
We have other problems.
UNATCO?
Formed by executive order after the terrorist strike on the statue. I have someone in place, though. I'm more concerned about Savage. He's relocated to Vandenberg.
Our biochem corpus is far in advance of theirs, as is our electronic sentience. And their ethical inflexibility has allowed us to make progress in areas they refuse to consider.
The augmentation project?
Among other things, but I must admit that I have been somewhat disappointed in the performance of the primary unit.
The secondary unit should be online soon. It's currently undergoing preparation and will be operational within 6 months. My people will continue to report on its progress. If necessary, the primary will be terminated.
We've had to endure much, you and I, but soon there will be order again. A new age. Aquinas spoke of the mythical city on the hill. Soon that city will be a reality, and we will be crowned its kings. Not better than kings. Gods.
Hey, JTAP 270. Nope, this is vanilla. I will probably go through revision at some point, but it's not going to be anytime soon. Okay. There we go.
Heads up, JC. Your brother Paul is on his way to meet you at the dock. The NSF is raiding the island and shots have been fired. I repeat, find Paul. I will monitor your situation from HQ.
Welcome aboard, Agent.
Paul, I thought you were in Hong Kong. Welcome to the Coalition, JC. I might as well start using your code name. Think I'd miss my brother's first day? Didn't think you'd have a choice. What's going on? The NSF. They hit one of our shipments. A few of them got away, but we trapped the rest in the statue. What are we waiting for? Looks like a textbook assault. The NSF took one of our agents hostage. The bots are holding the perimeter, but my orders are to hold back and send you in alone. I think someone high up wants to see how you handle the situation. All I've got with me is a pistol and an electric prod. I don't mind a test, but UNATCO better issue some hardware. Remember that we're police. Stick with the prod. It'll stun your opponents or knock them unconscious. A non-lethal takedown is always the most silent way to eliminate resistance. Just in case, though, Manderley wants you to pick an additional weapon. A sniper rifle, a GEP gun, or a mini crossbow.
Hmm.
The crossbow. Sometimes you've got to make a silent takedown.
Good thinking. With these tranquilizer darts, you'll have another non-lethal way to take down an enemy in addition to the prod.
I get the idea. What's the first move?
I'm going to give you a map of the island. If you can get to the North Dock, a UNATCO informant will give you a key to the statue doors. He responds to the code phrase, iron and copper. You could avoid a lot of fighting, though, if you found a back way to the statue.
I'll see how it looks on shore.
Your primary objective is the makeshift command center the terrorists have installed at the top of the statue. But don't forget about Agent Harriman. We think he's being held on the ground floor.
What are my orders when I reach the command center?
Interrogate the leader. We don't yet know why the terrorists would risk an open assault.
Alright. So here we go. Let's get started with inventory rearrangement. This can go back here. I think I'm okay with this particular layout, I guess. Let's see where we are here. The NSF seems to be directing the attack from the statue. Get inside and locate the threat. Meet Yunako, informant Harley Thorben at the North Dock. He had the key to the statue door. One of Yunako's top agents is being held inside the statue. Break him out and he'll back you up against the NSF. Alright, let's see here. So, here's where we're at. Here's Yunako HQ. Here's the North Dock. That's where we need to get to. Okay. We'll just give that a good bonk. I will move these over here and this over here.
You just gonna stay here? There's been some activity at sea. I'm going to watch the coast. Why'd they bring you back to New York? I don't know what they have planned. I messed up an assassination attempt on one of the Triad leaders in Hong Kong. UNATCO pulled you out? It's a long story. You better head to the statue. Which Triad was UNATCO targeting? We'll talk about that later. How was your graduation? I want to hear what happened. I wish I could have come.
That dodge, though.
I could have cared less that Mom and Dad came to mine, but it was a good thing. The UN threw a dinner in honor of me, the first nano-augmented agent. I didn't know that. Guess I must be old news. Dad made a toast. I don't know if you remember his old brown suit. A toast? That doesn't sound like our father. It was hard for him in front of the diplomats, but he savored every moment. Strange how proud he could be when so much was due to our augmentations. Yes, he was proud. I believe that much. It was nice to have done something for him and Mom. I wish someone could have been there for you. I'm used to being on my own. One can be too self-sufficient, I'm coming to believe.
That's good news, sir. What's the job for?
Best thing is to let the bots handle the ground assault.
Okay, so we have a couple options here. And let's see here. Okay, so I like to use Starlight typically, but we have a couple of options. Like, here we go. We have several. No, heads-up display, color options. This is the default for some reason. Cops. This is the, yeah, so lots of options for this one. Now, some of the options for the, main, no, heads-up display don't actually show up in the, other for the, anyway, so some of the options for the menu don't show up for the heads-up display. So, typically I like to go with Starlight, but that might be a little too dark for y'all. Would you prefer, you know, something like this? I like to stick with something that's at least blue or green. This is also a nice choice. And you have also this goofy thing. I usually keep it turned off, but
You might be able to find some supplies in the comm van by the helipad.
Let's see, this blood. No, that's not it. I don't usually go for the headboarders though, because they're silly.
Hard to believe this rock used to be a tourist attraction, huh?
NSF everywhere, JC. Your orders are to shoot on sight. A UNATCO informant on the North Dock can get you inside the statue. Look for a bum. Identify yourself with the phrase, iron and copper.
I'll take that. And that. And that. Okay. So I think I prefer to have the heads-up display translucent, so we're just gonna bring that back on. There we go. That way it's not covering up half the screen every time I get a message.
If you want to make a covert approach, remember the Academy stealth course. Stay out of their field of view, walk slowly to stay quiet, and crouch behind cover. Or if you have to get your hands dirty, remember that a headshot is a lethal takedown.
An awful lot of okay. Yeah, I think Cyan works. Oh, dagnabbit. Okay, what a drop. There we go, Casper Knight. Nice. Shit, okay. Okay, so far this guy hasn't noticed me. Come on, buddy. Walk away. Don't you have a patrol to go to? What a dick. Okay. I definitely want that. I'll drop that for now. And I will drop this, because I don't smoke. Coughing nails when you just got to have a cigarette. Chocolate dream. It's chocolate. It's people. It's both. 85% recycled material. So this is the standard pistol. So, crowbar. Hit someone or something with it. Repeat. UNATCO last file note. Many crowbars recall motor crowbars. Always have one for combat. Huh. The cigarette said, coughing nails when you just got to have a cigarette. Shit. Okay, somehow the dipshit didn't see me. I'm just gonna do this quickly. Shit, okay. Okay. Going that way. Peppergun. Okay. Might be useful. See if you turn them on. I don't like being exposed like this. Okay. Multi-tool, very handy. Yeah, coffin nails and coughing, it's a pun. Because, you know, she's smoking those cigarettes, they're gonna be in a coffin.
That's the difference right there. Just take a look at him.
Bad?
They cut off his arm, replaced half his face.
Herman, right? He's a good soldier. Killed 3 of our men.
They'd have replaced his whole body if it would have improved performance. If that's how you judge a man, by performance, then eventually it's not about people, but upgrades, versions, functionality.
All I know is we could use a few mechs for ops like this.
As soon as we buy into the cult of the machine, we're just like them.
Rhetoric. Always more rhetoric.
I should find a way to turn off bloom on that thing. I think it's a DirectX setting. Because I'm using the DirectX 10 renderer. No. I'll worry about that later. Okay. See if the other alpha coming back. Okay, he's very far away. And I don't think these 2 dorks are gonna notice me. Bloom in June. Oh, what's this here? See if we can, get close, figure out what they're talking about. Wait for this guy to leave, or turn around, or whatever. I don't think they're gonna... They might not be talking about anything. Okay. Never mind then. I was hoping to trigger a conversation, but I guess they don't have one. Okay. Let's see, where are we on images? Okay. So I'm somewhere around here now. I just need to work my way around. I think what I love about this X is how much it feels like a sister series to Metal Gear. Okay.
happened an hour ago. The barge docked and the NSF moved right on in, offloading the cargo into speedboats. Our undercover man, Harley Philbin, should be somewhere out on the docks now.
Okay, this guy's too far away. I might not need to use the, oh god, there's another guy here. Shit, okay. Come on.
I know I heard something.
Got him. Oh, dagnabbit. That's right. You know what? I'm gonna reload. I didn't lose too much. Okay. And the reason I'm gonna reload is because I tend to use the charge pod for everything, and it's much easier if I conserve my ammo for it.
Docked and the NSF moved right on in, offloading the cargo into speedboats. Our undercover man, Harley Philbin, should be somewhere out on the docks now.
See, the thing is this is where the major design flaw crops up. You can't get someone in the side of the head because the hitbox only applies to the front and back. It's the dumbest thing.
All clear.
Ah, he's bothered me. That's a screw. Let's try that one more time.
It all happened an hour ago. The barge docked and the NSF moved right on in, offloading the cargo into speedboats. Our undercover man, Harley Philbin, should be somewhere out on the docks now.
Okay. Let's save. Okay, so you might have heard... You might notice that New York looks a little odd here. What's missing? I want to point out that this game came out in 2000. There we go. Figured it out yet?
I'm hit.
Pick a knot, buddy. I wouldn't be so sure about that. But I might as well say it. The Twin Towers are missing. The World Trade Center. It's gone. And apparently it's gone because of a technical issue that Iron Storm had with the skybox textures. I don't really remember the exact issue it was. But so what they did was they sort of wrote it off in universe as it was blown up by terrorists. And I want to point out, 2000. 9/11 hadn't happened yet. That's the crazy part. I know it's 20 years old, but I'm saying, you know, not everybody played this game. None of my audience have played this game, so.
About time you showed up.
Iron and copper. The statue is copper on an iron frame, right?
Password's enough, pal. Don't think you know something about the lady I don't. My dad did tours out here.
I heard that you can get me inside.
Depends. You get your man out, take back the statue, whatever. But I know the commander and I don't want to see him get hurt. Here's a picture so you don't make a mistake.
You can trust me.
I'll take your word. Here's the key to the front entrance. The commander's not much of a soldier. He'll surrender as soon as he sees you. I need him alive because he's my main contact at the NSF. If he's dead, I don't have much of a business.
Thanks.
In fact, a lot of the reason why I stream it
How do you know so
because
much about the commander?
He's my main contact in the NSF. I need him alive and out on bail.
UNATCO will probably keep him in custody.
At least he has a chance if he's alive. I warned him, you know. I said right to his face, don't take weapons into the lady. That makes you as bad as UNATCO.
Don't forget, it was the NSF that C4'd the statue in the first place. UNATCO's here to put the pieces back together.
Ask me, I think the government did it. They want people to think the NSF are terrorists.
well, aren't they? Anyway, so the big reason why I stream is so I can show off games to my friends who might otherwise not ever play these games.
I better get paid good for this. Remember, you said you wouldn't go in shooting.
You with Philbin?
I get a cut for bringing him over.
Tell me what you know about the NSF operation.
I'm not that high level. The more elite troops, they're the ones that took over the ship and unloaded it into speedboats. I think we're supposed to be a diversion.
A ship?
That's all I know. The commander gave me a 10mm clip, a box of 30-06 ammo, and some crossbow darts and said, keep your head down. Like I'm gonna take on your NATCO troops. Want 'em? You can have the clip for 175, the 30-06 for 300, and the darts for 50. But if I was you, I'd avoid a head-on attack altogether and not even use the key Philbin got. I'd go in the statue from the back. Less security that way.
I'll give you 50 for the darts.
The commander's the whole reason my neighborhood turned into a war zone. Somebody should stick him full of these things like a roast pig.
Oh, you're looking at my frame. It's a marathon thing.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, what's happening? Let me see here. Oh, thank you for the host, Kyle. Anyway, yeah, I'm a big fan of the marathon series of first-person shooters, and most of the story is told through tech terminals that you find scattered around the maps. Let's see, how many do I have? Let's see. Let's see, I want keyword, right? That's the wrong key. Okay. Let's move on. It's over here. Here, crate. Welcome home, Kyle. Okay. More of these things I don't need. And more SIGs I don't need. Okay. See what's over this way. Oh, great. Come on. Okay. Motherfucker! There we go.
This power box must have been damaged in the raid. Don't cross through the arcs. I'm also picking up an EMP field here. If you're not careful, it'll suck away your bioelectrical energy.
Okay, so there's a couple of different ways we can do this. Can't get up on there though. Shit. See what this says. Brother, I set up the turrets and cameras in the statue ruin. A hasty defense, but since we won't be here long, it should work. The security computer login is NSF001. The password is smash the state. Hashtag smash the state. Got that. Jump over there. Okay. Oh, nice. I'll hold on to that. And that. And that. What else is in here? Nothing. Okay. Whee! Okay, we're done here. See what's up here. Anything? Ah, multi-tool, nice. Time to get this guy the night off. Go to Horny Jail. Okay. I don't remember. Did that lady at the dock say she had a lamb? I think she did. Oh, no, what? No, I don't need a lamb. I got something better. Yonk. There we go. Alright, now. It is? Huh. Let me see. Oh. Dang. Yeah, it is. That's one way. Yep, there it goes. second. Nice. Now we're talking. There we go. Might have been in there a little too long. That's okay though. Come on, get out of the water. There we go. Yeah, Discord is sitting itself. Sit in the bed with the lights on and grandma into him. Oh, great. Alright, give me one quick second, because I just got the annoying little beep that tells me that my hearing aid is about to go. So just give me a minute to find the batteries and replace it. There we go, that's much better. Alright.
Good thinking. You might be able to avoid some of the security by entering this way.
Okay. Alright, we made it. And that ain't a hell of a an image. See something about this guy. Okay. Take a nap, buddy. Let's get him out of sight. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna... Let's change the, Oh, I screwed that up. I'm trying to not attract attention, and that was the opposite of not attracting attention. Also known as attracting attention. Where are you going, buddy? Okay, that's not the best That's not the greatest either. Let's see if I can hit him from behind. Oh, dadgummit. Okay, so it's important that I not hit them on the side of their head because of the way the hitboxes are all fucked up. Where you going, buddy? Ooh.
Fascist.
I fucked that up, but that's okay. Might wind up cutting the stream a little bit short tonight because I am starving. Ah, what the fuck? No, I'm definitely reloading that. And why did my brightness get turned down again? Oh well, it doesn't matter. None of this matters. No, I just leave these guys. Okay, there's nothing else here, so let's move on. Okay.
Did they find the shipment? Yeah, we got the whole supply. You can see the ship's lights crossing the bay.
Guess y'all were right. So why aren't we pulling out?
Mike's on the horn. Jojo wants a lead on the distribution network.
Yeah, we don't have enough men to protect what we've got.
That's what Jojo wants.
I wonder, how does a guy with a tattooed forehead get to be an NSF colonel? Pardon me, but back in Alabama, we wouldn't let a man who wears earrings plan a military operation.
I'd watch what I say about Jojo. He's got a temper.
He's a punk and he's gonna get us all killed.
The NSF is strong because it represents everyone's interests.
Yeah.
Interesting. Alright. Ow.
This security setup is strictly amateur stuff. Keep an eye out for ways to bypass it. These old pre-millennial buildings are riddled with ventilation shafts
Quiet.
and maintenance tunnels.
I think we got cops. Quiet. I think we cops.
I guess it's nothing. Forget it. I was hearing things.
So supposedly there's another way in, but I only ever remember getting into the soy food. Well, I better eat that since I'm a liberal. Fine print, seasoned with nanoscale wow, this is the word. Seasoned with nanoscale mechanochemical generators, this TSP, textured soy protein, not only tastes good, but also self-heats when its package is open. Multi-tool, could always use that. And here we go. So many people use that ATM each day that it's busted 90% of the time. But if it's working, you might be able to get some. You might need some cash today for the pub crawl we got plans in the city. Don't let the tourists get you down. See you there tonight, sweetie. And there's the account number. Jonathan, your husband to be. P.S. I was serious last night. I really want to get married in the statue. We met her on duty, and all our friends work there. Okay. Turn the light. Turn that off. Oh, wow, that is loud. Give me a second. Okay. Yeah, I have a line of sight.
I got this one.
God damn it. He had to fucking turn around just as soon as I... What an asshole. There we go. It helps if you remember that whenever they turn around, they always turn to their left. Shit. Okay, I gotta do this. Do the fail. Okay.
Gunther's in that room, one of our top agents.
Got him. Shit. Is there a computer around here I can use? Okay. Watch me do something stupid. Okay, let's see if I remember. That's the 1. Smash the state. There we go. There we go, turn that off. Huh, I'll be damned. Alright.
Glad you're not hurt, Agent.
Command should not have left us to be surrounded.
Risk is part of the job. I think you lucked out this time.
Agent Navarra and I were ready to go in, but for no reason they said pull back. I do not retreat. Please give me a weapon and move out of the way.
As you wish. Take my pistol.
That will be adequate. I will secure this level. You proceed up the stairs to the command center at the top.
What's this here? Oh, I'll be down. Alright, more soy food. Gotta eat that soy, because I'm a liberal. Liberal comic leftist. No, how it is. Okay, I don't want to set that off, so we're just gonna go back to here. Okay. Gunther, where the fuck did you go? Christ, okay. I'll have to do this quietly then. Alright. Okay. Up the steps.
Gunther has re-established contact. He says you helped him escape. Good work. Some news, JC. The NSF targeted a shipment of the plague vaccine Ambrosia. We can't locate it. See if the leader will surrender when you reach the command post. We'd like to interrogate him.
Let's get out of here.
Oh, damn it. I wanted to hear that conversation, so we're just gonna do that again.
contact. He says you helped him escape. Good work. Some news, JC. The NSF targeted a shipment of the plague vaccine Ambrosia. We can't locate it. See if the leader will surrender when you reach the command post. We'd like to interrogate him.
Okay, now we'll have a go. I wonder actually, let's see, skills. Computer, electronic. Okay, I don't have enough to upgrade. That will have to come later.
Let's get out of here.
I'm standing my ground.
They sprung Herman. We don't stand a chance against a mech.
This is it, Private. We knew it might come to this.
What good are we to the NSF if we end up dead?
If UNATCO breach the perimeter, then it's already too late. Get ready to fight.
Let's see here.
They found us. Fascist.
What the fuck?
They found us.
That time, buddy. Alright.
Easy. We want you to take this one alive and conscious. Find out what you can about the shipment, then turn him over to one of the troopers.
Don't shoot. I surrender.
So you think you know better than FEMA what to do with this month's Ambrosia shipment?
You're too late. It's on its way back to the people, and you can't do a damn thing about it.
Tell me about the shipment, and I'll order the troops to pick you up as a prisoner instead of a corpse.
Ask away. We already won this round.
Where are you taking it?
We're just giving ordinary people the same chance to survive as the bureaucrats in Washington.
You'll have to unload in New York because the choppers would spot you at sea.
I think the government made the plague on purpose to get rid of the population growth.
Well done. I will pass on your orders to the troopers. Report back to base on the west side of the island. Mission complete.
The chief finally let us loose. We were right behind you and cut through them like a hot knife through butter. I'll take it from here.
Just answer the question.
Don't believe me? It's all in the numbers. For 100 years, there's been a conspiracy of plutocrats against ordinary people.
You have a single fact to back that up.
Do it to meme.
In 1945, corporations paid 50% of federal taxes. Now they pay about 5%. Number two, in 1900, 90% of Americans were self-employed. Now it's about 2%.
So?
It's called consolidation. Strengthen governments and corporations, weaken individuals. With taxes, this can be done imperceptibly over time.
I guarantee you that the interrogation staff at UNATCO will not be as forbearing as I am.
Yeah, the secret police. You're just bullies for a completely illegitimate government in Washington.
We will locate that shipment one way or another.
The entire executive branch is handpicked. 19 of the last 23 U.S. presidents have been members of the Trilateral Commission. The Trilateral Commission is financed by the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds. Don't tell me.
That's a think tank. Anyone can become a member.
But not everyone does. That's why they call it the secret government. You can't fight ideas with bullets.
Yes, you can. We shoot Nazis.
Did you ever ask what it's for? The surveillance, the police, the shoot-on-sight laws. Is that freedom? Your Nat code teaches teenagers to fight when it still seems like a game. And look at you. You're a killing machine. Who's the scary one, huh? Me or you? The more of us you kill, the more that secessionism lives in the hearts of the people. Ever wonder why big car companies pay 2% tax while the guys on the assembly line pay 40%? Corporations are so big you don't even know who you're working for. That's terror. Terror built into the system. Your Nat code teaches teenagers to fight when it still seems like a game. And look at you. You're a killing machine. Corporations are so big you don't
Okay, you
even
got
know who
nothing
you're
else to
working
say, so we're done here.
Good work, Agent.
Okay, we're done. Grab another candy bar. Oh, what's this? No one of these things. I don't really need them. Quite a view here. I'm lost. I really should turn off the brightness. Let's see here. There we go, that's better. This game is really, really dark. I think part of that is the Unreal Engine itself is pretty dark. Alright, we're just gonna head downstairs and let's see. Oh, he's dead. And he got nothing. None of the mercenary who was with him is gone. There we go. I'll just take that. Head downstairs.
They sent us in to pick up the pieces. We've already searched the bodies and delivered the enemy munitions to the quartermaster.
Get some water. Hydrate. See what's in here. Grab that. You know it's 4:20 when you hear the upstairs neighbor's smoke detector going off. Oh my god, JC, a bong! A bong. Never occurred to me. I think, I'm not sure, but I think that data cubes used to be a computer. in an old version of this map. I might be tripping. I don't know. I just vaguely remember that being the case. This guy's dead. I wanted to check out that that plaque that's over by. What was it? Oh, here we go. Cause I always use more med kits.
A shame, isn't it? The French terrorist group Silhouette claims that France was wrong to give the US the statue. We think they planned the bombing.
So, planning your visit to Liberty Island. This had to be scanned in from, like, a literal ass brochure. Isn't that weird to think of? No, back in the old days when they wanted realistic textures and stuff, they actually went and took photos of everything. There's nothing else here, so let's go downstairs and be on our way out of here. That bloom is terrible. I gotta figure out a way to turn that off. See what else is in here. Oh, these guys are dead. You got nothing. Nice little bench here. Okay. Move back around to the south dock.
Don't worry about the bodies. We'll handle the cleanup.
I'm sure you will. Oh, here we go. There's nothing in here worth. Let's see if there's anything on the other side. Nothing. Okay. Never mind none.
They sent us in to pick up the pieces. We've already searched the bodies and delivered the enemy munitions to the quartermaster.
We've got the island secured. How did things look in the statue?
The leader surrendered. So they were after Ambrosia.
A month's supply for the East Coast. We think they've taken it back to the city.
I didn't know UNATCO handled the Ambrosia distribution.
Manderley will brief us shortly. UNATCO makes sure the limited supply of vaccine gets to government agencies and key industries. It's good to finally see some action. Just keep a level head.
Essential
You're doing well so
personnel.
far. Now get inside. I'll meet you in Manderley's office, level 2.
Way to go, sir. Gunther should have followed orders. I can't wait to get to New York and finish the job. Situation normal, sir.
So, okay. Back here. Okay. I love this game so much now.
Get inside. I'll meet you in Manderley's office.
Heard you went a little soft on the NSF. The guys had to mop up for you.
I used necessary force.
Well, necessary force won't work when we chase these sons of bitches into the city. You better load up on some hardware. I scored an extra scope from a couple of thugs we dropped down by the dock. You can have it for 700 credits. I also picked up some 10mm ammo and some crossbow darts. Say 200 for one and 60 for the other.
Shouldn't you turn that stuff over to the quartermaster?
Carter? He don't care. NSF goods are the spoils of war. We're risking our lives out here.
This fucking guy.
I don't have the 700 for the scope.
Check back after you get your op bonus.
Okay, meet Bucks Congress. Defying Congress for the third time this year, President Meade unilaterally paid the United States late due to the United Nations. Like good tenants, we must pay our rent on time, he told reporters. Found a little... Leaders of both parties criticized the move. Where did he get the cash? Asked Senator Wyden, Democrat from Illinois. Clearly from some budget items yet to be approved by this Congress. The Republicans were no kinder. This council member had been betrayed, and so had America. And said Senator Arden of Liverpool from all California, this Congress came together to approve a UNACO presence on U.S. soil, but we did not write a blank check. No, sir. A superpower does not pay rent. Okay.
Way to go, sir. I thought Gunther was a goner. It's my first day, too. I'm pretty excited.
I like this guy.
I was in your class at the academy. You probably don't remember. Manderley's office is on level 2. He's expecting you.
Check in with Manderley on level 2.
Alright. So, we're gonna visit with Naka HQ, and then before we start the next chapter, we'll go ahead and save our game and exit out of here, and we're gonna do a raid.
Come on in. The retinal scanner can read blood vessel patterns right through your sunglasses.
Remember that Mr. Manderley wants to see you. Level 2. His secretary, Janice Reed, has your login and password.
We finally got to cap some rebels, eh, Denton? Bet the NSF won't try that trick again.
Good work out there, Mr. Denton. Mr. Manderley said you handled yourself nicely. Welcome to UNATCO HQ. Our little family keeps getting bigger.
Is Mr. Manderley available?
Yes, go right in. By the way, your computer account is ready. Log in JCD, password Bionic Man.
JCD stands for Jesus Christ, Denton.
Reporting for duty, sir.
The man himself. Splendid. Do accept my apologies about the situation topside?
A refreshing change from the academy, sir.
Don't despise training, my boy. Even you would be worthless without the shaping touch of drills and studies.
So the NSF took a shipment of the ambrosia vaccine? Give me a chopper and a pilot and I'll handle it.
I'm sure you could. Yes, indeed. But we're having your brother head up the recovery team. You'll work with Agent Ana Navarra. Why don't we meet when you've seen Jaime for a medical checkup and received your equipment from Sam Carter? You'll be briefed at that time.
Yes, sir.
Hey, who do you think you are? The Med Center and Armory are on level 3.
What's the idea, JC?
I love how everybody yells at you if you fuck around.
You found your office. Did Janice give you your login? Yes, I see here that she did.
Okay, let's see what we got here. Welcome to UNATCO. Classification. The UN has 9 levels of security above top secret. This manual and all material that is not otherwise marked and classified as Angel OA. If you are not Angel OA or above, report immediately to your supervisor or face disciplinary action. Other classifications will be explained upon reaching higher clearance. So, in other words, you gotta lower your C10 level before they let you in on stuff. In its effort to combat terrorism, the UN has created UNATCO for the swift deployment of a coordinated force to counteract any insurgent operation. You are justifiably proud to be part of this organization. Your physical capabilities place you within the upper 1% of the national ground combat units, while your mental capabilities have been honed to sharpness by the UNATCO Academy. But as part of a larger organization, you also understand the necessity to heed orders from your superiors without hesitation. Your superiors are typically briefed on matters for which you may not be cleared, and hesitation on the part of an agent can result in a serious impairment of mission objectives and attendant casualties. UNATCO has faith in you, and this faith will be rewarded in due time as your operational capacities are increased. Brave the darkness, for you carry the torch of freedom. Yeah, I heard about Chauvin getting convicted. It's a start, anyway. In carrying out their duties, UNATCO agents often come in contact with the public. You are a peacekeeper, and your first objective is to safeguard human life. Though terrorists may see an advantage in harming civilians, UNATCO agents do not. Issue a warning before firing at a suspect and always instruct bystanders to get down on the ground. Refrain from firing into a large crowd. Every civilian hurt is collateral damage. However, keep in mind that no civilian with a clearance below Angel OA should be trusted and may be a potential spy. Anyone can be a spy, and secrecy is our ally. Remember, we're all in this together. Beep boop meow. Hi, kitty. DCD Bionic Man. Okay. Greetings and nanotech briefing. Hey JC, I guess I'll have to get used to calling you JC around the office. Not sure where they came up with that, but at least they give you the same last name code name as your brother. Anyways, whatever they're calling you, it's good to see a familiar name on the roster. My first job here has been to read up on your augmentation. I'm beginning to see why you found classes so easy. Every neuron in your head has been augmented. For example, the voice in your head from an operator, someone who at HQ were able to handle the scanning equipment in your skull and broadcast the device of your info link, leads fully formed right into your temporal lobe, bypassing the eardrum and the sensory neuron, and is perfectly inaudible to everyone around you, of course. Not to mention that the nanos clinging to your axon can both receive and transmit symbolic information. So if you ever need help, don't sweat it. Someone at HQ probably already knows. Come by if you want to hear more. This is great stuff. I was asked by the regional medical coordinator to forward this information to all of you. I'll do so without further comment from Dr. Reyes. By now, you've heard about the upcoming transition to nano-augmentation. It's coming, but not as soon as you think. NACO has only one nano-augmentated agent, with the second just now graduating from the academy. It will be years before the program leaves the laboratory. Your mechanical augmentations are not obsolete. Some agents expressed concern that they will be walking junk in 10 years. One agent expressed their fears in an anonymous email saying, "Will be sold at flea markets, old grey golem for scaring the children. So what about my leg? What about my life?" Hi, Gunther. Keep some perspective. Prosthetics remain the only proven technology for enhancing human abilities. Those who make the sacrifice are appreciated, commended, and saluted as heroes. Nano-augmented agents will often encounter stress created by resentment among fellow agents, particularly those who have been mechanically augmented. In an effort to secure freedom and liberty for those under their protection, many UNACO agents have chosen to sacrifice social acceptance for mission performance by surgically replacing limbs and organs with mechanically or electronically enhanced equivalents. But your nano-augmentations point the way to the future. Thousands of microscopic, living organic machines that exist in symbiosis with your body. Because such augmentations create only minimal disfigurement, they are likely to be a source of friction between you and other mechanically augmented agents, but it is important to understand that UNACO is an organization where individuals must act in concert. Each is important to the whole, and mutual understanding is essential to teams comprised of diverse human and augmented agents. If you have any further questions or wish to discuss these issues, please feel free to send an email to clevershells@UNACO blah 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 to make an appointment, and welcome to the UNACO agent. Okay. Nothing else here, so let's move on.
JC. Mind if I call you JC? Glad to have you aboard.
Let's see. For far too long, terrorists have exploited international tensions and regional legislative variation to elude authority. A significant step was made toward eliminating these legal loopholes when U.S. President Philip Riley Meade lobbied the Congress to make the U.S. a NACO member nation. Enough is enough, he declared in his landmark State of the Union address, and the citizens of the United States responded with enthusiastic endorsement of his position. Not only did the United States become a charter member of UNACO, but UNACO headquarters are now located on Liberty Island in the shadow of that static monument to freedom. UNACO deals not only with terrorist threats, but also any transgressions of the international legal code, including drug trafficking, software piracy, and money laundering. With the full support of the United States, UNACO was for the first time able to truly declare itself the world policeman. Well then. Oh god, here it is.
Are you sure you pressed the right button?
I do not make mistakes of that kind.
Your hand might have slipped.
No, I wanted orange. It gave me lemon lime.
The machine would not make a mistake.
It's the maintenance man. He knows I like orange.
So you think the staff has some kind of plot?
Yes, they do that on purpose.
My new partner, J.C. Denton. Don't tell me you're going to wear those sunglasses during a night operation.
My vision is augmented.
At least it is a vase that we know when it's not power.
Forgive my interruption. I just wanted to say that I look forward to working with you, Agent Navarra. Could you tell me how to find Jaime's office?
I do not expect you to perform as well as Agent Herman, but the mission will require us to do more than frighten the NSF with our baggy coats that make us look bigger than we really are.
I am prepared to perform my duties.
He will not be the equivalent of his brother. I have seen that he knows the procedure of a good offensive.
Let us hope you are right.
I won't let you down, Agent.
Get your checkup on level 3, and let's get going.
Forget how Agent Navarra is not friendly. She has every life to give for her partner. You should get moving.
Let's see what the paper says. The Midnight Sun. Meat from Mars. Cape Canaveral. NASA scientists confirmed that the eroded remains of the Albert Patera crater on Mars precisely match the face of President Meade. It's him, declared senior planetary scientist Kevlar Umla. There's this nose, that ridge. See the crater rim marking his hairline? The way he combs his hair appearing in this region of Parallel Valley? The White House had no comment. However, Martin Wisdom, president of EA, Enemies of Alien, okay. Yeah. Told the Midnight Sun, this is the evidence we have been looking for, a warning that Mr. Meade is not human. He is probably a Martian general, a war hero, come here to conquer the Earth with the assistance of the United Nations. Ryan Allen, the Starfighter. So, okay. I will look at this later. You know what? No, I'm gonna look at it right now. Terrorism, crime or conscience? The question must be asked, is the global rise of terrorism a haphazard response to a decimated economy, or is there a pattern? Does NATO face coordinated ideological opposition? Some groups, Silhouette in France for instance, have declared a meme war with word meaning in their terminology. They spread email and pamphlets that lampooned the UN's proposal for one world democracy, a tedious exercise in rudimentary propaganda. With sophistries and doublespeak, they portray freedom as obedience, democracy as tyranny, NATO as the perpetrator of terrorism, an idea shocking as it is reprehensible. Other organizations, such as the self-proclaimed Revolutionary National Secessionist Forces in the U.S., claim allegiance to the meme war, but are in fact no better than common criminals. They desire territory and wealth at the expense of society at large. Their civil war is merely a smokescreen for criminal activity. Any population can be quickly turned against such revolutionaries simply by educating them about the UN policies and goals. Joseph Manderley, Director of UNACO. Here we go. Terrorism threat profiling. Symbolic attacks, the Statue of Liberty bombing, the desecration of the Soviet War Memorial in Berlin, the department store shooting sprees on Orchard Road in Singapore are the recourse of the week. And they serve only to call attention to a group or cause that is of no more than marginal interest to the public. But what distinguishes true terrorist activity is its gradual escalation toward genuine acts of war. Fringe groups now have access to technology that allow direct assault on governments, including the classic trio of nuclear, biological, or chemical weaponry, or NBC. But aside from direct assaults on a nation and its people, indirect attacks can cause considerable collateral damage. Rogue software can disrupt financial markets, communications, and military operations, while encryption programs allow terrorists to coordinate smuggling operations in secret right over the net. Drugs, guns, illegal immigrants, and even heavy equipment such as armored vehicles and cruise missiles are routinely traded across borders, aided and abetted by such software. UNACO, the first organization with the technology, manpower, and authority to cope with such threats, is an idea that is long overdue. Know your enemy, NSF. The National Secessionist Forces remain a very real and increasingly widespread terrorist threat. 10 years ago, in response to the Sporting Weapons Act of 2042, splinter groups from nearly every state militia refused to surrender their rifles, grenades, landmines, and other collectibles prohibited by the Act. Unified under the charismatic leadership of Leon Wood, these isolated fanatics eventually formed the NSF, with Woods assuming the rank of general. Their intended goal? The liberation of Washington, Montana, Oregon, and Northern California. While Wood died during his infamous last stand in 2045, his war machine continued what can only be termed an occupation of the United States, aided by an encrypted network designed by dissident computer scientists from San Francisco and Seattle. Currently, the UNACO Cryptography Division has had minimal success in cracking the communication, requiring more direct intelligence gathering techniques to be utilized. The UN has declared war on the NSF. Now your enemy silhouette. Famous for inserting 20th century style commercials into the net broadcast of the World Cup in 2050, Silhouette favors peace and spectacle over violence. Printed Circus, part of its nutritious breakfast, the announcer told children in one of the World Cup commercials. You ain't mech until you eat mech. Mech boys choose the memory chip. Boys who eat organics get stomped by their post-human classmates. Mech boys do not know how much metal boots take turns kicking another boy. Despite their numerous pranks, these intellectuals, artists, and labor organizers pose a serious threat. They are well armed and have been linked to the murders of numerous European politicians and journalists. They will not hesitate to use lethal force. Know your enemy to triad. United surveillance of Hong Kong is currently a high priority given the renewed threat of Chinese organized crime in the form of the triad. Despite being a model of prosperity and technological leadership for decades, Hong Kong persists as a haven for organized crime. The triads, namely the Luminous Path and Red Arrow, vie for control of the 10 trillion credit shipping business, much of which supplies Greater Asia with pirated technology, illegal drugs, and weapons. Most disturbing of all, the triad preach an ethic of techno-piracy that has found enthusiastic support among small shopkeepers and businessmen who often aid the gangsters and buy their bootlegged software. Gullible and greedy, this army of middlemen remain insensitive to how the violations of intellectual property and copyright laws damage the global information economy. Know your enemy, other threats. United cooperatives have identified over 1,250 terrorist organizations active in the world today, some too small to currently present a serious threat, but all eager to see one or more governments topple. Groups such as the Templars in Europe and X-51 in Western United States will be dealt with in subsequent volumes of Know Your Enemy. That is a lot of terrorist organizations. Of course, the question is, what gets them designated as a terrorist organization? Because I think as we've seen with, ooh, pinball. I think as we've seen with, the last 20 years or so, it's very easy to get labeled a terrorist organization. All you have to do is be too leftist. Being too active during Halloween. See what's in here. Ooh. Smashy, smashy. Beep boop meow.
That was a close one up there. I don't like getting shot at. Not one bit.
Does anybody?
Thank God my shift is almost over.
Okay. So here's a little Easter egg that some people might not know about.
How unprofessional.
So, okay, so you go back to Mandalay later, he yelled at you. And that became a bit of a meme, because in Deus Ex Human Revolution, now if you go into the ladies' bathroom, you get yelled at there too. Okay, first thing first is I should do a medical checkup. You know what? Let's look at my augmentations here. Alright, what are my skills? Alright. I have a couple of choices here. I think I definitely absolutely want to upgrade computer, so I will do that.
Hey, JC.
You look like the real thing. They actually let you operate on people?
Just fixed Gunther's knee, in fact. A sticky actuator. So far, I feel more like a mechanic than a doctor.
I'm impressed.
They actually let you point a gun at people.
We'll have to catch up later. I've got to leave for New York right away. Could you send Manderley whatever it is he wants?
No problem. Listen, JC. About your augmentations. You know they're preparing to roll out the technology worldwide, right?
As long as I don't turn green and grow a pair of antennas, as I understand it.
Yeah, well, the design's pretty modular, which means you'll soon have access to upgrades from standard augmentation canisters.
I think I picked one of those up at the top of the statue.
Maybe you did. My order from VersaLife was on the ship the NSF captured. You'll need to take it to one of the medbus for installation.
I'll do that.
The canisters contain a colloid of ROM modules. Some are generic upgrades, others require you to make permanent choices about how to configure one of your subsystems.
It's about time they implemented some of this stuff.
What is happening in the chat right now?
One more thing before I go, since you've been briefed on my augmentations. What can you tell me about the infolink?
Let's see, micro-receiver exostructure in the sulci, mechanocarbon threads on the axons. For queuing, you know, packet routing. Anything particularly interest you?
Is there a way to turn it off?
The infolink?
Yeah, or is someone at UNATCO tuned in 24 hours?
This might sound a little funny, JC, but I'm not permitted to answer that question.
Your clearance is higher than mine?
Regarding your systems, I am your physician.
No big deal. I was just curious.
Interesting.
Carter's out the door and around the corner. He's got your stealth pistol. You better head out.
Let's see what's done this way. Well then, this I remember the first time I played through this, I was like very intrigued by this. Okay, first thing first, let's heal up. The nice thing about Deus Ex here is you can use the keyboard for shortcuts. So let's say I want to switch over to the health tab. Instead of clicking on it like this, I can just hit Alt H and there I am. It's handy. Let's see what we have here. Microfiber muscle versus combat strength. Choices. One lets me lift things more easily, which is very situational. The other lets me hit things more easily, which I'm gonna go with microfiber muscle. That's what I usually go with. It's not like if I want to knock someone out, it's easy to do that with the baton or the prod. If I want to kill someone, I can just shoot them. Get swole! Yeah, there we go. Alright. Let's see here. Just the top of the line all the ways. I don't want to expect any upgrades. Alright. Getting bots. Let's see. Matthew Graver's GB4 Nightingale Medical Bot. The Matthew Graver GB4 is the newest addition to the MD line. The first foray into... That makes me think of the Jane's Weapons series of magazines or whatever it's called. Information documents, something like that. Anyway, so the first foray into the medical bot category, largely monopolized by Page Industries and Xiang subsidiary Healtech. Unlike the competing page or Heltech unit, the MD-D4 benefits from a completely proprietary operating system developed at MD's research campus in Prague that promises to revolutionize automated healing by combining a comprehensive medical and pharmaceutical database with MD's already proven autonomous heuristic routine. While actual field data is sketchy at this point in time, anecdotal evidence suggests that the GV4 can heal wounds far beyond the capabilities of any other competing model, so it does require a substantial recharging period. NACA Med Directorate. Let's see, nano-augmentation, once installed, irrevocably alter the physiological system they affect and, in many cases, cause all subsequent augmentations to be rejected. However, the exact number of augmentations each system can support vary. The various interdependencies between these systems can be seen in the following table to detail possible words. Anyway, armed combat strength versus microfiber muscle, leg speed enhancement versus run silent, subdermal 1 EMPCO or ballistic protection, subdermal 2 cloak or radar transparency, and then you get aqua lung or environmental resistance, regeneration or energy resistance, synthetic heart or power recirculator, cranium would be aggressive defense system or spy drone, and optics would be targeting or vision enhancement. Specific nano-augmentations to be selected based on the mission profile of the particular agent. Alright. Let's see, what's this over here? Macro Handbook, Dedication. Okay. Naya Aliud Necessitated Quantum Theory. I'm probably pronouncing that very, very wrong. I'll just take that.
You're getting warm.
Speculative Fiction Resource Trade Show. April 25th through April 28th. The Page Convention Center, guest speaker Calvo.
You're red hot. Looks like you found me.
You know what? Let me go back and I'll show you. See if you can read it a little better. Can you read that at all? Yeah, so I'm wondering what that means. Okay, you good? Can I move on? Nothing is more needed than the conquer. Huh, okay. Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright, let's go see Alex.
Like leading a mouse to cheese.
This thing is starting to give me a headache.
Don't worry, we shut it down when you go off duty.
I guess I'll get used to it.
I'm Alex Jacobson, communications engineer.
I suppose you already know who I am.
Getting there. You're certainly quicker on the uptake than your brother Paul ever was.
Thanks.
I love this guy's keyboard on his pan.
Don't worry, I'll be watching your back. It'll be interesting to see how the transmission sounds in Manhattan. I bet I could jack you into an online jukebox. We'll have to try that.
Let's not.
It'll be interesting to see how the transmission sounds in Manhattan. Okay, enough goofing around.
Let's see. Oh no, not a midnight sun. Gray death, look to the sky. New York. No student of recent history can fail to miss the irony that the greatest enemy mankind has faced in the 20th century was not any desperate dictator, but the lowly microbe. Millions upon millions have been killed by the pandemics of AIDS, resistant tuberculosis, and the century flu, and COVID-19. And now we face our greatest threat yet, the Great Death, a plague of devastating efficiency that has surfaced in the last year. But was this plague an accident of nature or a design of science? Dr. Kenji Ishii of the New World Biomedical Health Center in New York thinks not. My analysis of this plague indicates that it is decidedly unnatural in origin and, in point of fact, may be extraterrestrial. He went on to speculate about those afflicted. Obviously, a disproportionate number of the indigent seem to be infected, a situation that makes perfect sense if you consider a prelude to an invasion. No more effective way to disrupt the social, political, and military fabric of the earth has yet been devised. If so, then what are our leaders not telling us, and how can we be prepared? Only they know the answer. Go Green Senior Starfighter. Let's see, Project Debug overview. The noted failure of the previous attempt to create a low-profile rotary aircraft involved the acquisition and retrofitting of available military hardware that has neither the range, healing, nor electromagnetic transparency to avoid numerous eyewitness accounts of unauthorized military interactions. In addition to exacerbating public misconceptions about governmental operations, such encounters also jeopardized several key missions. Project Dibbick was initiated to address this issue through the creation of a stealth aircraft that could be used as a platform for a number of mission objectives. In other words, black helicopters. Let's try... I think I fucked that up. Alright, never mind. Let's go see Carter.
At ease, Agent Denton.
General Carter, I read about the Merced operation in school. This is a great honor.
I'm not a general anymore. Just call me Carter.
I can't believe what the NSF did to your family.
Enough of that, soldier. We each have our troubles. I lost my children, but you had to grow up without your parents, which requires more courage. I don't think it matters.
My parents died in a car accident. That's different.
I said that's enough. You have your own op and time is short. How about I issue you a stealth pistol?
That sounds fine. Thank you, sir.
What else do you think you'll need?
A smart lockpick is always handy.
That's right. Infiltrate and evade. Engage only on your own terms. Now move out. Manderley's waiting.
Hey, what about that guy out front selling munitions? Is that allowed?
Oh, Kaplan, right. We've got some screwballs around here, but he's not the problem. It's whoever's been breaking into the armory.
Someone at UNATCO's a thief?
Yes, sir. And a damn good one.
I wish I could talk to him more, but... Alright.
I am not going to hold your hand. You have your orders. See Manderley on level 2 and let's move out.
Mass grave in Brooklyn. Responding to an outbreak of gray draft that quickly overwhelmed all city services, National Guard forces were placed under the command of local law enforcement today and mobilized to help with disposal of the recently deceased in Brooklyn. However, the National Guard proved inadequate in containing the chaos, and in many cases the dead were simply left lying on the streets while the dying, mostly homeless, wandered the city until collapsing. Traffic jams and looting remain widespread, and as fear of the disease continued to escalate, frequent riots have made any attempt at an organized cleanup impossible. With the threat of secondary diseases looming, city officials have consulted with the CDC in Atlanta and ordered a mass grave to be dug in Gateway National Park. Interesting.
Way to go, sir. Gunther should have followed orders. I can't wait to get to New York and finish the job. Situation normal, sir. I can't wait to get to New York and finish the job.
So, okay. I think we're done here. I love how that little thing basically predicted the Roomba.
That will be JC's job.
What's that? Power station. The NSF have Ambrosia in a warehouse protected by cameras and booby traps. We want to power down the whole system.
We're taking one illicit generating plant, protected by weak groups of NSF. Knock out that plant, and Paul's team can walk right into the warehouse.
Just tell me where it is. The NSF are openly resisting our deployed forces, gradually falling back. You'll have to deal with them first.
And you be ready, Paul. When the power drops, go in and go
Go in
hard.
and go in and
I'll
go
use my
in.
discretion.
Go in like the U.S. Marshals. We lose the vaccine, I'm sending your butt to the mayor to explain why he and his 3 daughters won't get their pills this month.
Yes, sir. Let's not waste any time, JC. Get down to the dock. A boat is waiting to take you and your partner, Anna Navarro, to shore.
Yes, get moving. Here's your op bonus for the great job you did in the statue, plus 250 for rescuing Agent Herman. That's 1,250. We take care of our people around here.
Thank you, sir. We'll meet up in the city.
You'll come to admire your partner. She's one of our best. Leave from where you arrived, Denton. The boat dock. Move it.
Alright. I think we're just about done here. Let's peek in here. Okay. Nothing here, and I don't want to spend a lockpick.
We finally got to
Hell
catch
of
some
a
first
first
day.
day.
Alright. We're done. One last thing to do.
Wish I was going with you.
Alright. Talk to this asshole.
Minimum force won't work in the city. You better take some hardware.
I'll take the scope for 700.
Just attach this baby to your pistol and you're in business.
Okay. Put this thing on, put the laser on this thing. Put the scope on this thing. And I guess I want this, and that's good enough for me.
Minimum force won't work in the...
I'll check back with you later.
Okay.
Way to go, sir.
Okay, so what was that gold note? Let's see. Ammunition is disappearing again, so we're changing the door code for the comm van near the helipad. New code 0451! There's that famous number again. see if I can. I'll take that. Let's see, there had to be a key or something around here. Attention night shift, bail camera system login, SATCOM, new password, NACO 01. Yes, we will beat you at dirt on Saturday, suckers. Lock that. Move right on. Okay, we're done here. Let's get out of here. Let's go back to the docks. And I think then we will talk about agent stats. Man, I've been down there for like an hour. Y'all throwing clean the place up.
Hit 'em hard, sir.
The boat's ready. From what I hear, the terrorists are pinned down in Battery Park. Good luck.
Okay.
Let's head out.
All right, let's go. The terrorists are in a fighting retreat. A few have barricaded themselves inside Castle Clinton.
Lead the way.
Our orders are to locate a barrel of ambrosia they are hiding inside. I will give you a schematic of the barrel, but first we will exterminate the NSF terrorists.
Exterminate?
A precious opportunity we cannot neglect.
What about the rest of the shipment?
That is your brother's assignment. You will take the subway to meet him in Hell's Kitchen. But first, we should deal with Castle Clinton.
Are we going in the front, or is there another way?
A secondary entrance would be useful, but I am aware of no such thing.
Alright, well. And not the end of that. This stream is augmented. It's also about to end. Sorry you came in at like the last minute. Alrighty. Let's go over to the schedule. And let's talk about what's coming up. Okay, well, first off, let's see, I want to remind you all that Fun Friday is this Friday. So go over to Darkland Kitty, and we're going to be playing Stardew Valley this Friday. Yeah. And to Kitty herself. And then Saturday is Half-Life. And I'm going to see if I can't finish it, but I probably won't be. And then Sunday, we will be getting back into it with more Demon's Soul 2009. Not the remake, the original. So excited for that. And then come back around on Tuesday for more Deus Ex, but don't forget also that we have Gloomwave coming up next Wednesday, April 28th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Yes, you did. You showed up at the end. But come back around on Tuesday next week, starting at 6 p.m. Eastern, because I'll be starting more Deus Ex. Anyway, thanks for coming by. That being said, I appreciate you coming here. If you like what you see, send me a follow. If you really like what you see, send me a subscribe. And thanks for watching. Thanks for being such a great audience. Thank you, new people, for showing up. Let's go over here to the raid screen. And let's see, who do we have that we can raid? Let's see here. We got a couple options here. We got... Oh, no, I know exactly who we're gonna raid. We are going to raid my good friend Starfiend, who is currently playing through Disco Elysium. And we need a raid call. What's a good raid call we can do? And as always, please stick around for the raid, because not only does that help me, it also, helps the people I raid. I mean, it's always nice when someone raids you and you get a whole bunch of new viewers and subscriptions. So, okay, yeah, I like that one. That's better than what I had, so. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and raid Starfiend. Alright. Everybody, I want you to have a great rest of your night. I love you all. You're the best. I'm gonna hit that raid button in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blammo!